Scratch tutorial. In today's Scratch tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a solar system simulator. So you have a title screen and a play button, like a rocket. And then when you start it, you can see all the planets orbiting the sun at different speeds and at different distances. Different planets are at different locations, like Neptune, Uranus, and Earth. And each planet stops orbiting when you hover over them. And a sprite will tell you what planet you're hovering over when you hover over the planet. So we are going to make this game today. So what you are going to do is you're going to create a new game. And let's get started. First of all, let's design the sun. A solar system wouldn't be a solar system without the center of the entire thing, right? So make the sun a nice big ball. Don't make it too big because we want to fit more than one planet. That's big enough. And then make the backdrop a nice dark color because we are making this game in space. Make it nice and dark. So this is a good enough start. So call it sun and then make a new sprite. Make it gray and make it small. The reason is this is going to be Mercury. And set the sun size to a smaller size because we don't want it to be so big. I'm gonna set it to 80. Okay, call this Mercury. Okay, now go into the code and go and drag in a one click forever. And you are going to go to the sun. You are going to move, let's say 20 steps. And then you're going to turn 1 degree. No, let's say 4 degrees. See, as you can see, Mercury is orbiting the sun, but it's too close. This move blank steps block is what changes its distance. So let's set it to 50. And as you can see, Mercury is orbiting the sun like in real life. So let's go into the sun. When clicked, you're going to make it go to 0, 0. Okay, this is good. Okay, now make a new planet called Venus. We're just going to copy this and bring it over here and enlarge it a little, but not too much because this is only the inner planets. And then we're going to make it a nice blue ball. That's a light color. I mean, a blue ball. No, it's supposed to be orange because it's Venus. But don't make it red because red is Mars. So this is good. When flag clicked forever. Basically copy the code for Mercury into Venus. But change its moves script by like 15, I think. No, it's supposed to be 65, but 75 is good. See? The planets might line up once or twice if you notice them. Set this to 2. Set this to 1. Yes, and now it looks more realistic because it doesn't take that quick. And make it 80. Okay. This is good. Duplicate this, call this Earth. Now, if we move 30, we have to set this to 110 and make it turn 1 degree as well because it is the same as Venus. Okay, and do you remember that Venus turns counterclockwise. So we have to make it turn like this, like so. So this is the solar system in action. It takes a year for the Earth to orbit the Sun, and Venus takes a few months, but is still traveling at somewhat the same speed as the Earth. So let's set the size to a smaller size, 80. Set all the planet size to 80 if you want it to be smaller. And make it move a less amount of steps. No, Earth still collides. 100. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now that I've shown you how to make planets orbit an object, let's make the sprite that will tell you what planet you're hovering over. You can complete the solar system by yourself by adding new planets and changing its size and its distance. Okay, let's make a new sprite, and it's going to be a text sprite. Select the font. I'll use sans serif and make the first one the word sun. Okay, and then when the green flag is clicked, you're going to make it go to that specific location. Okay, no, over here. Negative 180, 145. See? It's like that. But we don't want it to show itself. So when flag click, show. But we're going to drag in a forever loop. Make a new block, call it hide/show. So it'll hide or show. You can call it whatever you want, but I'll just call it that. So forever, you're going to set ghost effect to 100 at the beginning, and then you're going to go into the sun script. You're going to create a new variable, call it costume, and then you're going to drag in a forever loop, an if condition, attaching mouse pointer, and then you're going to set the costume to sun. So what we've done here is, if it's touching the mouse pointer, it's going to set the variable costume to sun. So this sprite can check it. So if costume equals to sun, repeat, let's repeat 5, change ghost, no, let's repeat 20, no, 5. Change ghost effect by -20. And then, no, you need to make this an if else. My bad. You're going to want to make this an if else. Put the operator in. Do this. And then repeat 5. Change ghost effect by 20. So let's see it again. See? And let's say if this needs to be an if else as well. If it's not touching the mouse pointer, it is going to set the costume to blank. See? It works. You can change the repeat, but it always has to add up to 20. So if I bring up a calculator, 5 times 20 is 100. What happened? 5 times 20 is 100, and 10 times 10 is also 100. So yeah, so now we've successfully made the sprite and the planets, but we also want it to tell us what planet we're hovering over for the other planets. So go into the sun script, duplicate this code, and drag it over into the other scripts. But you need to change it to Mercury, Venus, and Earth. So go into the script, duplicate this. If it's equal to Mercury, you're going to go into the costumes, make a new costume, call this Mercury. And then if it's the sun, you're gonna switch its costume to costume 1. If it's Mercury, switch costume to costume 2. So if we do the sun, oops, why is it blinking? It's touching the voice. Oh, it's blinking. Oops. Okay, let's try. Okay, it still works. You can add more costumes and you can change these sprites. I can't wait for what you will do with this template. See you later.